Hi, I'm Ariana Kraft from WNCT-9 on your side and the North Carolina Farm Report, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Oh, hello, welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Hope your day's off to a great start. It's Wednesday. We're having a good middle of the week, I hope. Huh. What is this? Well, it says 'tis the season. It's not Christmas time. To Mark from Lauren. Happy World Kindness Day. Well, that is a random act of kindness. You know, I want to draw this out a little bit, just make it a little bit more exciting rather than just opening it now. I'm sure whatever is in there, well, we know, Lauren, is it really meant with a kind intention, or is there some double-edged sword meaning on this? I'm nervous. It's like when you get that bill in the mail, or you think it's a bill in the mail that you don't want to open because you know there's going to be bad news from like the doctor's office or whatever of a payment you have to make because insurance didn't pay it, so you leave it there as long as you can before you open it up, and then you open it up and discover it was actually a check back, and you're like, oh my goodness, I should have opened it sooner. Anyway, I'll open this in a little bit, but first, let's just dive into the show. We got a lot to get to today, and let's start with this story.
There are more than 250,000 tons of materials here at Carolina Concrete Recycling. Some of that material comes from New Bern's old Stanley White Recreation Center. The business owner says this work is important because it keeps pieces of the city from going into a landfill.
Yeah, I'm very interested in how you can recycle a whole building.
Recycling is Chris Britton's passion. He owns Carolina Concrete Recycling in New Bern, where he finds new uses for concrete from torn down buildings and bridges.
The machine unloading material in is called a jaw crusher, and it breaks down the material into like 3-inch diameter like concrete, and then it feeds it into a machine called a screener, and that separates it into 2 different sizes and then takes all the trash.
He works with Craven County and private contractors, buying materials, breaking them down, and selling them. It keeps waste from going into a landfill.
It's very important because there's less property that the county has to purchase to be a landfill.
Right now, Britton has concrete from the old New Bern Bridge, an old Kmart, a former motel, and the Stanley White Recreation Center.
It just saves so much on landfill, and then the recycling part is the best part.
The broken down concrete is reused for other projects like new buildings and roads.
The growth with the new Cherry Point project is $3.5 billion renovation, and a lot of the materials come in here to get processed.
With Britton's equipment, he can recycle 85% of any building. His goal is to one day reach 100%. In New Bern, Amber Joseph, 9 on your side.
We're back here with the lovely smelling Bryce.
Can we please use it as an outtake?
Local, you said local, you want local, we got local. Who's got local? We got local. It's local. Did you know it's local? I think it's local. I have heard this show is all about local. It's local, 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 local. Hey, join us all week on the East Daily Download. We got a lot of great stuff. We've got Mardi Gras, President's Day, and we're gonna spin the wheel of destiny. I don't know.
Boom!
Did you record that right there? Is that
Oh yeah.
After
after your favorite shows.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining
Get
us.
the information you need to plan your day. Be informed for tomorrow by watching 9 on Your Side News at 11. Reporters are across the East bringing you the stories that impact our communities.
Bringing you live updates.
Track the 7-day forecast with our weather team so you can be prepared for the week ahead.
This time of year, you'll definitely need a jacket on the way into work.
And get the latest excitement in sports. End your day with us, weeknights on WNCT 9 on Your Side News at 11.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start. Mine is off to a surprising start because I came into the studio and was greeted by this present from Lauren. So, it's apparently Random Act of Kindness Day, so I'm just nervous. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna open it. This is a putt and return, so you can practice putting, and I think this probably has something to do with the fact that we have a rivalry going back to Captain Jack's mini golf and her beating me, and this is probably a practice your putting. Let's see if there's a note in here. Nope, no note. I guess it's just meant as a random act of kindness. It's very kind, isn't it, to give somebody a thing to say, practice to get better. We will be returning to Captain Jack's in the near future to have the second match in our rivalry, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, if you need some family fun, Captain Jack's Mini Golf in Greenville is a great location to go. Great people there, a lot of fun, it's a good time. So yeah, well, thank you, Lauren. Anyway, why don't we check out this next story, and we'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
We are back with Mike Hansen of Ozark Acres Regenerative Farm in Coleridge. Mike breeds Piney Woods Heritage beef. So Mike, tell me, what is your favorite part about breeding these animals?
Well, as new farmers, one of the main things is they pretty much take care of themselves. Obviously, we have to feed them hay in the winter, and we feed them some organic alfalfa pellets too. But they pretty much look after themselves, and we can go and say hello and greet some of them. Some of them are a little friendlier than others. This is a matriarch, Tangerine, and she might take a sniff, but she's not crazy about a scratch, but others are very sociable and friendly that way.
And what would you say about what this kind of meat tastes like? A lot of people seem to like it, so can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Well, a lot of our customers say it tastes real beefy, which, you know, that's a wide and broad explanation of it, but we have had some people say it tastes like the beef I grew up with, and one of our customers who grew up in Vietnam also said it tastes like water buffalo. So some will say it's to try to describe it as gamey, but it really just has a really deep beefy flavor, in my opinion. One of the things that people often ask is, well, why do we eat them? And that's part of the thing with the boys. There's always more need for the heifers or the girls than there is for the bulls. So part of that, the income from that, will help us and other farmers continue to help save the breed.
Thank you, Mike. You can learn more about Ozark Acres Regenerative Farm by visiting ozarkacres.com or by connecting with them on social media. And don't forget to thank a farmer today. For the North Carolina Farm Report, I'm Ariana Kraft.
Today on the East Daily Download, it is National Random Act of Kindness Day. And so a lot of people at home, you might have been inspired by this day to go out and do something nice for someone. I know some people, they do maybe pay for someone's order in a drive-thru or just other things that come to your mind. But we're joined by Eric Ellison, who is the owner of L&O Logistics, and he kind of has a story about the random act of kindness that he did recently. So Eric, can you tell me a little bit about your business and just what you do here in Greenville?
We are a moving company, and we offer same day and next day delivery. And we're very, very affordable and always on time.
Did you know anything about Random Act of Kindness Day, or tell me about what happened?
Okay, first of all, I didn't know anything about the Random Acts of Kindness, but that's just me. She asked for a few dollars, so I said, okay, I'll tell you what, if you really need, we can go to the grocery store. Let's go to the grocery store. So she's like, okay, come on. So we rolled over to the Dollar Tree, and we just went shopping, and as you see, she moved like she was on a timer, just filling up the basket with things that she needed. And it made me feel good. It's always better to give than receive. And that's one of our slogans here at LNO.
So that's just one way that you can impact people in the community here. Thank you so much for joining us today, Eric.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day is going well. It is Random Act of Kindness Day, or Random Acts of Kindness, and Lauren gave me this very kind gesture of a putt in return for putting practice for mini golf, since we have a rivalry on the mini golf course at Captain Jack's. So what I'm doing is I'm writing her a thank you note, because that is the polite thing to do when someone gives you a gift, is to write a thank you note. So I am thanking Lauren for her kindness with my own kindness in return. Random acts. And I want to give you a gift at home right now, another random act of kindness. Inform you and alert you to the WNCT mobile app. It's free. It's Google Play and the App Store. You get it, you download it. And here's the great part about it. It has a lot of different features. There's TV listings. You can connect to our Facebook and Twitter pages, the CW, all kinds of links in there that are great. Local news from WNCT 9 on your side. Ken Watlington, Angie Casada, anchors. Brian Bailey with sports. Jerry Jackson with Storm Team 9 weather. You can get your forecast. So it's a really good resource. And there's a spot right here where you can click on and watch the East Daily Download. It's a win-win, just saying. So I'm going to get back to writing my thank you note here. Dear Lauren, thank you for the kind gift of the putt in return. And anyway, why don't we check out this next story? I'll finish writing this and we'll get back and we'll do a little bit more on the show with Random Act of Kindness Day. And yeah.
Fräulein, were you this much trouble at the Abbey?
Christopher Plummer captured moviegoers' hearts as the humorless Austrian widower, Captain Von Trapp, alongside Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music. He eventually captured the heart of Maria, his children's governess, as they escaped the Nazis, a character he later called one-dimensional. While the role catapulted Plummer to stardom, he said he preferred non-leading man parts because they were more meaty. Born in Toronto in 1929, Plummer was raised by his mother and aunts in Quebec following his parents' divorce. He started his career in radio and on stage in Canada before making his Broadway debut in 1954.
I've played all sorts of huge parts in my time. King Lear, Hamlet, Henry, name them.
Other memorable characters included a dandy in Somewhere in Time.
I know who you are. You came to destroy her.
To journalist Mike Wallace in The Insider.
How will I be regarded in the end?
Plummer collected numerous accolades over his 7-decade career, including Tonys, Emmys, and Golden Globe Awards, among others. He became the oldest actor to win an Oscar in 2012 for his portrayal of an elderly man who told his son he was gay in Beginners.
My mother once predicted that I would have to wait to be a very old man
before receiving recognition in our profession. She was absolutely right, of course.
In 2017, he replaced Kevin Spacey in the role of J. Paul Getty in All the Money in the World, a role that earned him a supporting Oscar nomination.
I don't fear death.
He portrayed a wealthy patriarch in the mystery movie Knives Out. Married 3 times, Plummer leaves behind his longtime wife Elaine Taylor and a daughter, actress Amanda Plummer. He was 91 years old. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Hey everyone, it's Angie Casada here for Q&A with AQ, where you, the viewers, get to send in questions and I have the chance of answering them. Well, this one is real special because it's one special announcement that I said I was going to make for the Valentine's Day holiday, and that's that I'm expecting. Yes, did you see it? Are you zooming in there? Yep. Definitely expecting 5 months. The biggest question is, though, is it a boy or girl? So make sure you guys tune in to the next episode of East Daily Download, where I'll have the chance to be able to announce it. Listen, keep sending in your questions. We're so excited. And mamas out there, if you have any advice, make sure you hit me up on social media. You guys are watching East Daily Download. I'm Angie Casada.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart? Kelly Clarkson, today at 3 on 9 on your side.
School resource officers are being pulled from Beaufort County schools come the end of June. The county sheriff, Ernie Coleman, says it's due to a lack of funding from county commissioners. Now school leaders are looking for a new option to keep schools safe.
Our safety is our #1 priority of our students, our employees, and the community who comes in and out of our schools.
But the memorandum of understanding with the sheriff's office to provide school resource officers is ending. The SROs will continue services until the end of June, but
because they were able to terminate the MOU, this gives the sheriff greater flexibility of withdrawing personnel when he deems they're needed in other places.
This means school leaders need to find an alternative option.
We are really looking for high quality companies who offer third-party sworn law enforcement officers to submit a proposal for our Board of Education to consider and our county commissioners to review.
Superintendent Matthew Cheeseman knows change can be difficult, but his administration is up for the challenge.
We find ourselves in uncharted water, new territory, but we're never scared to try something new.
Cheeseman explains funding for these services will come from county commissioners.
It still boils down to a relationship between our county commissioners, our Board of Education, and honestly, their desire to ensure that students and families and employees are protected at all times.
But commissioners say they can't do much until they start to see the proposals.
We have to see what the numbers say, and this is not done a lot. That's the first hurdle to jump, and once we see that we can pull this off, then we'll move on to the next step.
Applications must be submitted to the Chief Operating Officer no later than February 26th at 4 p.m. We have a link to the request for proposals at WNCT.com. In Washington, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode on Random Act of Kindness Day here on the East Daily Download. And I'm just finishing up my own random act of kindness. Lauren was kind enough to give me this putt in return, which is to help me practice for our rematch at Captain Jack's Mini Golf, Greenville. Great location, check it out. But I wanted to do something in kind for our old friend Bryce behind the camera. This is a surprise, Bryce. I would like to give you, I got the putt in return. How about a check for $900? Don't spend it all in one place. Or do, whatever, it's Kindness Day. I would say it's a random act of kindness, so do something for a friend, a loved one, or even a complete stranger. If you're going through a drive-through, pay for the car behind you. Those kinds of things are always just touching, and they're always surprising and make people feel good. So thank you for your act of kindness watching us here on the East Daily Download. And I just want to quickly mention to you that we're on social media and Facebook and Instagram. East Daily Download's the hashtag, and you can email us at download@WNCT.com, where you can send Angie Casada your questions for Q&A with AQ and do us that kindness, and she will return it with her own kindness of answering those questions. So I'm out of here. Have yourself a great day, and yeah, how about we do it again tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow and Friday. Really exciting shows. Do something a little different. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you on the next episode. Oh, bye-bye, everybody.
Thursday on the East Daily Download, we'll have an East Daily Download original story. We check in with Eye on Entertainment. Plus, we'll say hello to Alexa from the Down East Wood Ducks. That's Thursday on the East Daily Download here on Eastern North Carolina's CW.